Greetings from Wisdom Words, a peaceful place to pause and reflect. One story at a time, we examine timeless teachings about life, serenity, and purpose here. So, pause, inhale, and let's get started. Recognizing the quiet after the storm. Finding peace isn't always simple. Some people are born with it. However, it feels different, deeper, richer, and more profound to people who have experienced chaos. Moments of peace become more than background noise when life has put you to the test, when storms have rocked your foundations, and when grief and uncertainty have been your constant companions. They are revered. It may be difficult for people who have not gone through turbulence to truly comprehend the weight, clarity, and feeling of anchoring they bring. Resilience, patience, and thankfulness are lessons that chaos imparts that we can only fully appreciate in silence. And when peace does come, it's more than just a relief. It seems deserved. Why after struggle, peace feels different? Chaos alters our perspective on life. Silence turns into treasure, noise turns into noise. Peace teaches presence, while chaos teaches urgency. We learn to appreciate quiet moments, subtle beauty, and the little triumphs we used to take for granted. People who have not experienced chaos may take serenity for granted. For someone coming out of anarchy, peace is more than just the lack of fighting, it's also the presence of self-awareness, stability, and clarity. An account of discovering peace. Maya was a woman I once met. Maya had endured years of an overpowering existence filled with difficult relationships, financial hardships, and unpredictability. It felt more like surviving each day than truly living. After a long season of commotion, Maya sat with her coffee by the window one morning. For a minute, everything felt still, the world outside moved at its own pace, and the sunshine dropped softly across her table. Maya knew she was at peace in the silence. She had survived, adjusted, and learned to breathe through the storm, not because all of her issues had disappeared, they hadn't. Peace was no longer normal to her. It served as a prize, a present, and a poignant reminder of her fortitude. Important takeaways on finding peace after chaos. 1. Peace is earned, not given. The foundation laid by struggles enables the full appreciation of quiet. 2. Perspective shifts everything. Chaos alters how we perceive happiness, value, and tranquility. 3. Resilience increases gratitude. Overcoming adversity teaches us to value even brief peaceful times. 4. Presence is powerful. Just being in a calm moment can seem transforming when life has been unexpected. A tale of inconspicuous moments. A man named Liam was present. Liam had experienced years of unpredictability, including health issues, family strife, and work insecurity. He went for a walk in the park one evening following a particularly trying week. Children giggled close by, birds sang in the distance, and the wind was soft. Liam experienced a profound sensation of tranquility that nearly moved him to tears for the first time in years. He realized that this tranquility was about survival, fortitude, and the basic beauty of a world that persisted in spite of life's turmoil, not about perfection. Introspective questions. Take a moment to contemplate this. Have I faced obstacles that, without my knowledge, strengthened me? How can I acknowledge and value the peaceful times in my life? What minor moments of tranquility do I miss because I take them for granted? Through introspection, we might see that serenity is a hard-won acknowledgement of resiliency and progress rather than merely a mental condition. The ability of peace to transform. After chaos, peace reframes viewpoints, transforming admiration into survival. Promotes mindfulness and presence. Establishes a basis for a more profound comprehension of oneself. Encourages appreciation for the commonplace, previously disregarded moments. It's change, not just relaxation. It's a subdued celebration of your journey and your development. A carry-along takeaway. After experiencing pandemonium, calm strikes in a new way. It seems deserved. It has a profound feeling. It also serves as a reminder that you possess the ability to remain composed, clear-headed, and resilient even during the most dire circumstances. We'll go over how to preserve and grow the peace you've discovered in the upcoming chapter, as well as why it's critical to acknowledge your serenity as a sign of your development and resilience. Taking care of and preserving your earned peace. It's a gift to find calm after stress, but it needs to be handled with care, just like any other gift. Peace is fragile. It can be broken by ingrained habits, poisonous surroundings, or unresolved traumas. Just as important as identifying it in the first place is learning to care for and safeguard it. You know the importance of quiet immediately if you survived a storm. However, valuing it is just the first step. Maintaining it calls for purposeful choices, boundaries, and mindfulness. The significance of preserving peace. We tend to be more sensitive to disturbances after pandemonium. Things that once seemed insignificant can now seem enormous. Stresses that previously went unnoticed can now disrupt our sense of calm, and emotional triggers may persist. Avoiding the difficulties of life is not the goal of maintaining peace. It's about making room for clarity and stability so that you can react instead of responding. It's about respecting the path you've taken and not allowing chaos to take back your inner haven. A tale of calm and boundaries. Noah was a man I once met. Noah had experienced years of upheaval, including financial hardship, familial strife, and work-related stress. He discovered something when he eventually acquired a steady job and a peaceful home. Old stress patterns continued to resurface, brought on by individuals and routines from his past. Noah understood that he needed limits. He started cutting back on engagements that made him feel exhausted, making time for introspection a priority, and establishing routines that helped him stay calm. Over time, Noah became aware of a significant shift. He was able to maintain his composure even in the face of minor setbacks. By maintaining his peace, he was able to respond to the world with grace and clarity, rather than with panic or anxiety. Important takeaways for maintaining peace. 1. Establish intentional boundaries. Guard your emotional, mental, and time resources. 2. Make calm reinforcing activities a priority. Journaling, meditation, peaceful walks, or artistic pursuits all contribute to inner serenity. 3. Know your triggers. Being aware of what disturbs your composure enables you to react intelligently. 4. Be in the company of supportive people. Peace is preserved by relationships that value and respect your personal development. Although peace is brittle, it can serve as a long-lasting basis for life if it is intentionally maintained. An account of mindful presence. Elena was one of the women. Elena was emotionally spent after enduring a tumultuous relationship. She was initially relieved when it was over, but she was also anxious since old concerns persisted. By establishing simple, attentive routines, morning tea on the balcony, evening strolls, and journaling observations on her development, Elena discovered how to cultivate her calm. She sought positive and genuine relationships and worked on saying no to engagements that sapped her vitality. Elena learned that tranquility might become a permanent state rather than merely a brief respite from chaos by exerting steady, gentle effort. Introspective questions. Consider this for a moment. How do I currently take care of my tranquility? Do I lose my peace because of prior relationships or patterns? What routines or limits can help me safeguard the peace I've worked so hard to achieve? By reflecting, we can take charge of our inner states and establish a long-lasting basis for serenity. The importance of peaceful mindfulness. After upheaval, peace is a necessity, not a luxury. It offers resilience in the face of novel difficulties, stability in relationships, and clarity in decision-making. By fostering and defending your composure, you can respect your past hardships and ensure that your progress remains unhindered. This deliberate habit becomes a reflection of power and dignity. A carry-along takeaway. The calm that follows pandemonium is priceless. It is deserving of preservation, care, and attention. When you consciously nurture it, it becomes a source of resilience, clarity, and peaceful joy, or a haven that is impervious to storms. We'll discuss how to completely embrace life with the knowledge and serenity you've acquired in the upcoming chapter, as well as how your experiences with turmoil have deepened your appreciation for life's small pleasures and peaceful moments. After chaos, accept life wholeheartedly. The next phase is to truly embrace life after overcoming adversity and cultivating inner peace. After chaos, finding peace involves more than just being motionless. It also involves living life purposefully, with appreciation, awareness, and presence. Chaos helps you see things. It teaches you which conflicts are important, which connections are uplifting, and which experiences are worthy of being treasured. The everyday pleasures of life take on a remarkable quality after you have experienced storms. Why chaos makes life feel richer. You get a perspective from struggle that others might not have. Even minor triumphs seem significant. Simple habits and peaceful mornings have profound meaning. You have a more profound understanding of fragility and impermanence, which makes relationships with loved ones more important. You can live with aim rather than just reaction when there is calm after tumult. You pick up on little things that could have previously gone unnoticed, like a friend's generosity, a reassuring habit, or a burst of laughter. A tale about savoring life's small pleasures. Sarah was a woman I once met. A challenging career, financial strain, and a time of personal loss had all contributed to Sarah's years of doubt. After overcoming those obstacles, she found a peaceful apartment and started doing simple things she had never appreciated before, like preparing tea in the morning, watering her plants, and taking walks in the park. When the sun shone on her kitchen wall one morning, Sarah stopped and had a deep sense of peace and contentment. She realized that she was at last living life to the fullest and enjoying the little, peaceful moments as a part of its beauty. Peace wasn't passive to her. She was able to see life more clearly than ever before thanks to this lens. Important teachings about embracing life. 1. Joy is amplified by presence. Being completely present elevates everyday experiences into meaningful ones. 2. Peace is deepened by gratitude. Appreciating what you have endured makes life's blessings seem more abundant. 3. Life is a sequence of little victories. Even small victories have purpose and empowerment after chaos. 4. Perspective is improved by resilience. Overcoming adversity enables you to live patiently and wisely. An account of mindful participation. A man by the name of Jason was there. Jason had gone through a turbulent time in his life, experiencing friendships ending, job losses, and worry about his future. He noticed life differently once the storm passed. A simple coffee date with a friend turned into a treasured custom. It was calming and rejuvenating to take a weekend stroll in the outdoors. Even peaceful evenings turned into chances for introspection and self-reflection. Jason gradually began to understand that finding serenity after turbulence meant living life to the fullest, appreciating the little things that he had previously taken for granted, and facing each day with awareness and thankfulness. Introspective questions. Take a moment to think. How do I live my life right now? Am I hurrying through decisive moments, or am I giving them my whole attention? What little pleasures or daily rituals could I appreciate more today? You can use reflection to turn serenity into the cornerstone of purposeful, meaningful living. The ability of life after chaos to transform. After a period of unrest, peace is more than just the absence of war. It's a lens that deepens connections, enhances life, and makes events more vivid. By living life to the fullest, you pay tribute to the hardships you have faced and give yourself permission to feel joy, appreciation, and clarity. It's a celebration of growth and resiliency, demonstrating that even storms cannot take away your true self. A carry-along takeaway. Returning to normal is not the goal of life after chaos. It's about adopting a fresh viewpoint where your days are guided by presence, thankfulness, and serenity. Every interaction, event, and moment has depth, significance, and subtle joy when you live life to the fullest. In the upcoming chapter, we will explore how to cultivate inner strength and resilience in the face of life's unexpected challenges, and understand that peace is not fragile, but rather fortified by the experiences you've encountered. Discovering resilience and strength in your calm. Not only does peace after upheaval have great power, but it also shows how resilient you are. It's a reflection of the strength you've developed from hardship, ambiguity, and upheaval, not a weak state. Knowing this gives you the stability and confidence you need to face life's many obstacles. Chaos is a teaching tool for perseverance and flexibility. You apply these lessons going forward, quietly, firmly, and profoundly, once you find tranquility. Your tranquility transforms into a shield and a compass, guiding you towards decisions that prioritize your growth and well-being. Why peace and strength are linked. Life is not predictable just because you survived a storm. It does not make problems go away. However, it provides you resilience. Peace turns into a basis for choices rather than a means of escape. Being calm enables introspection rather than rash action. Being resilient enables you to confront uncertainty head-on without losing your composure. Peace changes from a passing phase to a permanent aspect of your life when you acknowledge the power within your serenity. An account of resilient calm. Lila was a woman I once met. Lila had gone through a number of life-changing events, including an unplanned city move, losing her job, and going through a difficult breakup. Lila sensed a surprising sensation once the dust settled: tranquility. It wasn't the lack of issues, but a quiet confidence that she could manage the following step. Lila became aware that her composure wasn't passive. It was active resilience, the result of enduring hardships and having faith in her capacity to persevere. From then on, this silent strength informed all of her choices. Peace turned into a source of empowerment, clarity, and self-assurance. Important teachings on inner strength. 1. Peace is an active state that necessitates self-awareness and self-confidence. 2. Calm is reinforced by resilience. Your tranquility gets more anchored the more you've handled upheaval. 3. Calm directs action. Clear-headed decisions are more intelligent and deliberate. 4. Strength is the capacity to confront difficulties with poise and introspection, not the absence of struggle. A tale of bravery in daily life. Aaron was one of the men. Aaron had gone through years of upheaval, including health issues, family strife, and financial insecurity. He was amazed to find a sense of calmness after surviving these storms. He addressed problems with measured confidence, even when they came up out of the blue. Aaron understood that finding peace meant addressing life head-on with the fortitude he had developed in the midst of the chaos, not just finding calm moments. He was able to face difficulties with a sense of agency rather than dread thanks to this serenity. Introspective questions. Take a moment to reflect. How has the instability of my past influenced the strength I possess now? How can I depend on my composure to direct my choices and actions? How does resilience manifest itself in my day-to-day existence? Reflection strengthens the relationship between your inner serenity and your capacity to face life with confidence. The calm power of strength. Experience fortifies peace after turbulence. It can withstand life's ups and downs because it is resilient rather than fragile. Understanding the power in your serenity transforms the way you interact with the outside world. Setbacks turn into teaching moments, difficulties into manageable ones, and tranquility into a habit rather than a fleeting reprieve. A carry-along takeaway. Your composure is evidence of your fortitude. The burden of strength, development, and survival weighs down every moment of calm. You can empower yourself to face life fully, with clarity, courage, and confidence, by honoring and believing you're calm. We'll discuss ways to incorporate your experiences of chaos and peace into a long-lasting sense of fulfillment and purpose in the upcoming chapter. We'll also look at how life storms make happiness and tranquility feel immensely richer. Combining calm and chaos in a fulfilling life. By the time you get to this point, you know how to identify peace, cultivate it, and appreciate its power. Integrating all of your experiences, both the chaotic and the peaceful, into a life of fulfillment and purpose is the last step. Resilience, patience, and humility are lessons that chaos imparts. Calm cultivates presence, thankfulness, and clarity. When combined, they produce a full, well-rounded, and profoundly satisfying life. The significance of integration. Avoiding obstacles is not the point of life. The objective is to utilize every experience, regardless of its calmness or turbulence, for the purpose of developing, comprehending, and fully enjoying life. When you combine quiet with chaos, you make better decisions based on both hardship and calm. You value peace and don't take it for granted. A sense of purpose emerges from your experiences. Life changes from surviving to thriving as a result of this integration. An account of discovering contentment. Claire was a woman I once met. Claire had been through years of personal and professional turmoil, including losing her job, moving, and dealing with the stress of challenging relationships. She came to the sobering realization that each storm had shaped the person she was becoming as she thought back on her trip. Her peaceful moments were now more than just passing, they served as a compass, pointing her in the direction of what was really important. Claire started applying what she had learned to her everyday life. She sought fulfilling employment, fostered wholesome relationships, and treasured quiet time. Her fulfillment came from accepting her entire journey with courage, appreciation, and clarity rather than from living a life free of turbulence. Important takeaways on living fully. 1. Accept the whole range of life. Serenity and hardships are both vital teaching tools. 2. Use experience as a guide. Peace brings clarity, while chaos from the past offers insight. 3. Put what really matters first. Integration assists you in concentrating on principles, connections, and objectives that align with your true self. 4. Celebrate your journey. Each storm you weathered and each peaceful moment you gained is evidence of your development and fortitude. A tale of presence and purpose. A man named Michael was present. Michael had endured years of personal adversity and uncertainty. After achieving serenity, he understood that he could either keep living in a reactive manner or consciously incorporate his experiences into a meaningful existence. He started volunteering, making deep friendships, and pursuing interests he had previously put off. Every action was deliberate, driven by the peace he had developed in calm as much as the strength he had developed in chaos. Michael learned that happiness is about utilizing storms to create a life that feels joyful, meaningful, and in alignment rather than trying to avoid them. Introspective questions. Take a moment to think. How can I combine my present serenity with my past struggles to create a meaningful life? What routines, relationships, or activities enable me to live completely in accordance with my development? How can I value the serenity I've created as well as my resiliency? Through reflection, you can turn your current calm and past hardships into a meaningful, genuine life. The ability of integration to transform. When calm and chaos are combined, life gets richer, more purposeful, and more fulfilling. You can currently develop resilience, clarity, and thankfulness. Every moment, difficulty, and happiness has a deeper significance. This integration serves as a reminder that fulfillment is the inevitable result of living completely in harmony with oneself, and that peace is not brittle but rather strengthened by experience. A carry-along takeaway. Experience acquires, fosters, and reinforces peace, which manifests differently after upheaval. You can transition from merely surviving to truly fulfilling your life by including both chaos and serenity. Every storm and peaceful moment of your path has molded a life full of depth, happiness, and meaning. We appreciate you taking the time to read wisdom words. If this video spoke to you, show it to someone who would benefit from a reminder that tranquility and peace are worthwhile, transforming, and earned. Keep in mind that each storm you've weathered has enhanced your tranquility, and each quiet moment reflects your fortitude, resiliency, and development. In the meantime, take a big breath, accept your path, and follow your inner calm.